Your reaction then, a 0-0 draw, absolute defensive masterclass from your side, I thought, from start to finish.
Yeah, colossal. Like I always say to the lads, defending starts from the front and attacking starts from Louser, and from the front we try to stop them. Tomo was ratting around them, but then the back five were colossal today. We were magnificent, and yeah, not a great advertisement for football-wise for non-league day, but what you kind of felt is 22 lads, both teams on that pitch who give everything, and people need to know how big of a point that is for us in the grand scheme of things. The teams in around us have lost, and Stafford's a hard place to come. We came here last season, tried to play football, and we got beat, and you get nothing for trying to play football. So at the end of the day, it's about the points in this part of the season. A point away from home against a very solid Stafford team is brilliant.
Yeah, you touched on it there. You must have been hugely impressed how the back three and then kind of the full backs getting on the second touch dealt with Nathan Blissett, who is incredibly good at what he does as a big, tall, powerful striker. He didn't get a sniff this afternoon.
No, he didn't, and he scored 3 goals in the last couple of games, and we got, obviously I was very delighted when Tonks wasn't played, although he's an exceptional footballer. He's got one of the longest throws I've ever seen, and he wasn't playing. I thought we'll have a little bit of a respite for that, but no, the centre half's gone up and he's probably thrown it just as long. So the lads dealt with that magnificently today, and like you said, Blissett didn't really get a sniff. He was just feeding on scraps which weren't there, and we've kept him at bay, and yes, we didn't really create much ourselves, but we thought we'd always get in with a little chance, and we got maybe once or twice in the whole game. Maybe a couple have got into some half areas, but look, it was 0-0. wasn't a fantastic, wouldn't have been a match of the day first, but it's another point on the board, another point closer to the end of the season.
Yeah, and just in the context of it, we briefly spoke about it off camera, most of the sides, if not all of the sides in and around us, just off the top of my head, lost today, lost ground, so a point away from home at Stafford all of a sudden becomes something very precious indeed, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does, and we've got 2 home games coming up against Warrington Town, who I don't think's lost in about 15 games, and FC United's always a solid outfit, but we've got to take the game 2 teams at home, and we'll have a look at it, see what we can do, and have a look at the clips of Warrington and on Tuesday and see how we can try and hurt them. Obviously we've got a couple of injured bodies in there, but everyone will have at this time of the season. It's just managing the games, and we've still got a couple of games in hand on some teams in and around us, and Warrington on Tuesday is one of them games, so any extra points is massive.